Call of Duty Zombies content creators, probably the most important thing that has shaped the zombies community to what it is today. There are countless amounts of them, from new ones to old ones. But today personally I want to go over one that influenced me the most over the past few years. From his unique style of editing, content making, and his unique personality, I want to talk today about the story of Mr. T Lexify. Mr. T Lexify joined YouTube on the 15th of March of 2013. Now Mr. T Lexify is not his only YouTube channel, as he also has a YouTube channel called Lex Lounge, which is acting as his second YouTube channel where he uploads extra content, mainly concentrating on reaction videos. Also, he has a YouTube channel called T-Lex, which is more of a Minecraft based channel but hasn't seen any uploads in over a year. And lastly, he also has a YouTube channel called Annie Lex, which is a bit of a movie channel, only has 3 uploads and are mainly concentrating on the Spider-Man movies, and also have not seen any uploads in around 7 months. Now I won't be talking today about those YouTube channels, just wanted to quickly cover them as they are part of what Mr. T Lexify has created over the past few years and his brand. Now Mr. T Lexify, or Lex, didn't upload his first YouTube video until the 21st of March of 2013, which is the year he began YouTube. This YouTube video wasn't anything special, it's just your introduction explaining what the YouTube channel is going to be concentrating on. Now the most interesting thing about this is that the second YouTube video is actually quite a few months later. From what I can guess is that either he took a break and didn't upload until May of that same year, or he has privated or deleted the videos in between. Now the videos that are up over the next few months, he concentrated on doing weapon comparisons until one day he decided to upload a video concentrating on top 5 something. Now what I mean by something is these top 5 videos went from top 5 perks in zombies, top 5 wonder weapons, and his most famous video on his YouTube channel being top 5 zombie bosses, bringing in 7.3 million views to his channel. To this day, this video is his #1 video, and it is quite interesting as he has mentioned that, funny enough, a video that took him around 50 minutes to make ended up being his most popular video on the channel. Now over the next few years, he did concentrate on zombies content mainly, obviously covering games like Advanced Warfare Zombies and Black Ops 3, and also including things like little challenges from Rainbow Perk challenges to even doing custom zombie maps and news coverage. Now one thing that really did make him grow over the next few years was a collection of different things. One of the things that always made him stand out from other zombies content creators and other YouTubers was the fact that he had a very interesting way to start his YouTube videos, and that was by including memes. Now these memes were always something in relation to zombies. They were quick little short videos that could grab a person's attention, give you a light chuckle, and you would know what you're getting into. On top of these memes, also the personality that Mr. T Lexify started to bring over the next few years made him once again stand out from everybody else. Extremely comedic and always could make you laugh. On top of this, also his editing style of including some very impressive edits every so often made him just that bit more special, bringing in countless amount of new subscribers, new viewers. Now as the years went on, Mr. T Lexify obviously decided to adapt to the new YouTube formula, as that does also change over some time, and he decided to upload content on Fortnite. Now Fortnite and the zombies community is a very interesting thing that I personally noticed, and this includes the relationship that Mr. T Lexify has with it. Fortnite became this game like Minecraft was in the past, where all of a sudden if you play Fortnite, it's a kid's game, it's embarrassing, so let's laugh at it. So Mr. T Lexify decided to private his videos. Thankfully over time he decided to unprivate them, and you can actually go and watch at least some of them, because I'm guessing that not every single one has made it out of either being deleted or unprivated. Then again, I don't know the full scenario there, and they're definitely a nice thing to see. Now as time went on, Mr. T Lexify covered Black Ops 4 and other zombies related stuff, but over the next few months he decided to do something very different with his YouTube channel, and that was implementing reaction videos. This was a very big change from his normal content. It kind of just changed up the formula of no longer being a zombie zombies YouTube channel, but more of a reaction based one. Now obviously we know that Mr. T Lexify decided to set up a second YouTube channel where now that is the main concentration on there, but it did go on for quite some time, and I do know that a lot of people did not find that very good. The views were definitely great, but the fact that it wasn't no longer a zombies channel brought in a few people wanting him to create more zombies content, which from the day he stopped making reaction videos on his main YouTube channel, he has stuck with zombies, and even to this day making zombies content. Now one thing that did change over the few years that he was making YouTube videos was the fact that he got an editor to make his content. We will not be talking about this guy today. I'm gonna save that for a different video. And it didn't make Mr. T Lexify feel a bit different. It didn't feel personally to me like it was Mr. T Lexify's content, just him talking, doing his funny personality, but it just did not feel the same. Now on top of YouTube, Mr. T Lexify used to also stream a lot, which made him move over to Twitch, which he has been streaming on for the past few years, bringing in plenty of new viewers onto there, and also uploading his reaction highlights onto Mr. T Lexify and Lex Lounge. Now aside from the main development of his YouTube channel, there's some things I want to cover apart from the videos themselves, and the first one is the Z House. Now summer of 2016, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies was in its prime. Actually, in its honesty, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies seems to be somehow still going on. It's still one of the most popular zombies games out there. Every YouTuber seems to be doing videos on it, but nonetheless, a group of content creators from the zombies community decided to get a house and work together to create content. Very similar to what you would think of the Face House, but it felt that much more special. To this day, even reminiscing about it is a nice memory. Now the content creators obviously consisted of Mr. T Lexify, The Smith Plays, MC Sports Hawk, Chucky for the Win, Lonely Mailbox, sometimes some special guests like Mr. Raffle Waffles. The content that was created were just some challenges here and there, sometimes playing together, and it was just such a special thing to me, watching it back in the good old days, and even nowadays just rewatching some of the challenge videos puts a smile on my face. The content definitely was performing very well for every single one of the members of the Z House on their YouTube channels, and was a very successful thing. The Z House did actually return for 2017, doing the exact same thing and bringing in quite a lot of views. Unfortunately, we haven't seen anything like that since then, since everybody ended up moving on. But back in 2016 Z House, Mr. T Lexify on the 22nd of September hit his goal of 1 million subscribers. And with this came something that I feel like is the most fascinating thing with Mr. T Lexify, and that is because he aimed to create one of the most ambitious 1 million subscriber specials I have ever heard of. Some of the things that consisted in this video were not only most of the content creators that Mr. T Lexify was friends with coming into the video and creating some things that we to this day don't know, but also Mr. T Lexify getting a full-on set to perform on to introduce the actual video that we thankfully have seen, but also he has visited the real-life location of the Reisendrak, which is set in a castle. Yeah, this is it. This is the name. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Now you can find some of the clips that Mr. T Lexify released himself, and people have combined some collections of these video snippets that we have seen, and you can kind of get an experience of the 1 million special because we have not seen it to this day. The main reason for this is because the video itself is not finished. On August 31st of 2017, Mr. T Lexify released a teaser for the 1 million subscriber special, updating us on the process of it. From what we learned, Mr. T Lexify hired Nikki HD to create an animation that was quite long and quite impressive for a zombies community. Now the reason he has hired her is because she had knowledge in the zombies experience, and he didn't think that anyone could do as good of a job. Thankfully, since then, Mr. T Lexify has shown us some of the edits, and they do look very impressive. But unfortunately, Nikki HD decided to disappear off of social media, and especially Twitter, where Mr. T Lexify mainly communicated with her. We do not exactly know why she disappeared, but she didn't come back to social media up until 2021, where Mr. T Lexify updated us on the Relevant podcast, telling us the situation of what is happening with the 1 million subscriber special, and that she has come back and emailed him telling him that she will finish off the edit for $20,000. Now if you ask me, that is quite a large amount of money that obviously not everybody can just easily pay off. Now Mr. T Lexify didn't say that he paid or that he is going to pay. Honestly, I don't think it's really worth it. Now he did say that we should be expecting to see the video over the next 2 years, which he did say in 2021, and currently we're halfway through 2022, so maybe over the next 1.5 years or at least a year, we might actually see it finally release. Also, Mr. T Lexify did say that this video once was aimed to be his last video ever on YouTube.
I remember sitting down in a room with him and he was like, dude, the one most special, that's gonna be the video I quit YouTube, man.
Now this is quite an interesting thing to think about, as everybody wants to come to an end. People want to move on and find different things that they might want to make content on, and if that does end up being Mr. T Lexify's last video, it is quite a nice thing to see for some of his fan base. Personally, I have been keeping up with this 1 million subscriber special for quite some time, and it has been a very interesting rodeo to go through. So to finally see that video, I think it would be an acceptable thing for him to be his last one. But then again, we don't really know what Mr. T Lexify wants to do, and we don't really know if we'll actually ever see the full video, but one day we might, and I'm really looking forward to that. Now, aside from that, Mr. T Lexify has also had some ups and downs in the situations of what he says. The community in zombies is definitely a very interesting one, and I shared some of their opinions about Mr. T Lexify, where not everybody agrees with some of the things he has been saying recently. Also being involved in a small situation with his editor. And speaking of editors, Mr. T Lexify decided to create a website that is aimed to find editors for content creators. Something that I personally have noticed with YouTubers is that more and more of them have special editors that do the job for them. Personally, being a YouTuber myself and trying to edit and record and everything with my YouTube videos takes a lot of time, so it is a very understandable thing. Now the website is called Edited TV and is meant to be releasing in July of 2022. It does seem like a very nice and cool thing to be creating, and I think it does have a huge potential for being something very big, and I wish the best of luck to Mr. T Lexify with it. Now, aside from that, some little things, Mr. T Lexify did actually end up getting banned on Twitter because of a DMCA strike on the 12th of February of 2021, which after 6 months later he did get unbanned, just showing you the DMCA system isn't the best, as he did get banned because of a little video that was playing in the background. Aside from that, Mr. T Lexify just keeps on going and trying to do his best. The views are definitely not like they used to be looking at his content, but the fact that zombies is at the state that it is very understandable, and I can only see a bright future ahead. Now that's going to be for the video. I've been trying to start this series for quite some time, and I thought that starting with Mr. T Lexify was the most appropriate thing, as personally I know the most amount of information about him, as I've been watching him for the past few years. I'm trying to aim for more of these kind of heavily edited or at least quite long videos, as I want to entertain people, and I hope you did enjoy this video. Now if I did get any information incorrect, or if I didn't include some other vital information, I do apologize. I am only a one-man team, and it does take quite some time to look into all this, and also Mr. T Lexify has over thousands of videos on the internet, including his Twitch channel and his streams. Once again, I do not mean any hate towards the content creators or Mr. T Lexify himself, and all of the videos that I have used in this are not mine and his respectfully, but I also want to ask you, if you want me to do a video on anyone else specifically, be sure to comment down below, but you can also contact me on my Twitter, which is linked down in the description, and also our Discord server. If you just joined that, DM me on that. I might take that into consideration, as I'm trying to cover as many zombies content creators and try to go over their brief history and how they have ended up where they are today, as they are such an important part of our community. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like at the video, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.